Hey cigar fans, welcome back to my channel. I'm finishing up this Oliva O, getting down here to the last third of it, as you can see. If you've watched my other video on it, you may have noticed this little lump. There's a little something here poking out of it. And I thought, why not record smoking it to see if anything happens with this. I've also managed to find some bourbon. So you see that there. Something's poking through. No smoke coming out of it. But it is, looks like something a little sharp in there, so just thought I'd explore what happens when you get to that point with you guys. It's a little bit later in the day. I actually let this stick go out when I was drinking it with coffee. It's later in the day, so it's time for some bourbon now. Let's see what happens to this thing as we go here. The stick just got better and better. It's kind of nutty now in this last third. A little bit of sweetness. Ash is just great. Everything about this stick has been fantastic. I can see why Fox sent it to me. Fox Cigars. Actually sent me this stick with an order I placed. Oh, there we go. I was waiting for it to happen. So as you can see there, kind of cracked at that spot. There it is. But now it's kind of leaking out of that little spot. You see that? Doesn't seem as though it's going to affect this stick at all, so wanted to share that with you guys though, in case you happen to notice that in the other video, that lump. Still kind of smoking a little weird at that spot. But I don't see any reason why it would affect things at all. I'm gonna ash this cigar. Maybe you can see it even better. As I mentioned in a previous video, it's nature. Leaves aren't perfect, neither are people. So it doesn't seem like it's anything that's going to affect it. As I mentioned, being pretty new as well, I wanted to just make sure if this cigar just splits open or had a major issue, I have it on video. I don't know whether to shut the camera off or to just tape the rest of this. Wow, it's so delicious. I'd say it's almost in the realm of the master blends, but not as strong. The Master Blends is just, the Master Blends 3 is just fantastic. But this thing just got better and better. past that point now. No problems at all. So I'll share some personal feelings with you guys. I don't know if I can smoke only one cigar a day. A couple months ago, I went from smoking 0 cigars a day, not even knowing I would love cigars the way I do. And now, I don't know if one's enough. Is that a good or a bad thing? Some channels on YouTube, the guys smoke cigars all day. They talk about cigars to have with breakfast, cigars to have in the middle of the day, and then evening and after dinner cigars. There's a 94-year-old, I believe it's a World War II veteran, who smoked cigars every day his whole life. Is that guy an anomaly? Are cigars bad for you if you smoke too many? Like anything else in life, you would think moderation is key. I just don't know. Guess if you live a healthy lifestyle, how many cigars do you guys smoke a day? Do you smoke more than one? Are you a weekly smoker, special occasion smoker, a yearly smoker? Is there anybody out there that watches this channel that doesn't even like cigars and just likes watching other people smoke them? I know before I was into cigars, I didn't watch anybody else's cigar channels. Cigars Daily is one of the best channels on the internet. He seems to have a cigar. I think he went for a run. I think I saw a video of his. He was going for a jog, and that may have been an exaggeration and a joke. But the man smoked a cigar while he was running, while he was working out, while he was doing cardio. I love these torpedoes, though. The ends of these things, the way you can cut them to the sort of the gauge you want. I think a straight cut torpedo is going to be my favorite style of cigar. And then I guess my blend's going to be Maduro, but it's got to be, I don't want to say a medium-bodied Maduro, but it can't be so strong that it's tough to smoke it for me. I think that Cohiba I made a video on a day or two ago, that thing was a little too strong for me. I finished that cigar, but I also wasn't sad at the end like I am with this one. I'm going to be sad when this one's gone. That one I was like, okay, it's gone. I got a few more of them as well, and maybe doing some trades or some sharing with some friends of those. Got to find somebody who really likes a full-bodied cigar. Most of my friends that smoke cigars do not go for a Cohiba style, the Puro that I smoked. This isn't even a Maduro. This is a sun-grown, and this is just fantastic. Can't give an exact order right now of my favorites, but I think my 3 or 4 top favorites are going to be the Oliva, the Perdomo, the Rocky Patel, and then the Quorum. It's so tough. I guess if right now, if I had to pick, Perdomo would be 1, The Rocky Patel would be 2, and Oliva 3, and then the Maduro. I'm sorry, and then the Quorum. But don't sleep on those Quorums. You see those for a good price. Pick those up. They're a great everyday smoker. Quorum's going to be the least expensive out of those 4. And when I say, I'm talking a quarter, a fifth of the cost some of the time. This channel started out as a budget channel, budget cigar channel. Quickly morphed into an exploration of cigars. Never going to get away from budget cigars. I think for me personally, budget cigars are the everyday smoker. And then a couple times a week, once a week, you go for the non-budget, one you know you love, one that you're willing to spend $10, $12, $14 on. That cigar I smoked in the Bronx at Papa Juan's Cigar Lounge on Girard Avenue. I think it's 886 Girard Avenue. That was not only one of the best cigar lounge experiences I've ever had, but it was one of the best cigars I've had. That was a Cuban stock. It was a giant. I think it was a 7x60. It was a big cigar, and it took me 2 hours to smoke that cigar. But it was in the realm of this one where it was strong, but just not overly powerful. It was another stick like this one that I was disappointed in when it was gone. Not disappointed in, disappointed. Maybe not even disappointed, maybe not even be the word. Maybe it's just sort of sad, Probably should have bought one and taken it with me to go, because I haven't seen those anywhere. I left there, went to the Yankees game, and came home and looked them up and couldn't find any of them online. I found the type of cigar online. You can look it up and look up information about the Cuban stock, but I couldn't find any I could buy. It's cooling off around here last couple of days, and now today it's about 87 degrees. I'm not complaining. It's still summer. This will be the first fall and the first winter that I'm smoking cigars. I wonder if cigars get better with cooler weather. I have some friends that smoke cigarettes, and they claim it's nothing like dipping out on a cool day or a cold day and having a cigarette, having a smoke. What do you guys think about that? Have you experienced smoking cigars in cooler weather? Is it better? Is it the same? Does it matter to you? Another favorite channel of mine, I may not have mentioned this actually, but that's the Dry Creek Wrangler School. That man, Dwayne, smokes a cigar and gives his wisdom on his channel. I could never compete with him. He's a wise man, giving me advice that I never knew I needed. It's another channel I highly suggest checking out. I noticed that watching myself record this, that my left eye keeps closing when I smoke this stick. I don't know why that is. Smoke maybe blowing in my eye. I don't know. I'm sure most people have already tuned out, turned off this video. But if you're here, thanks for sticking in there.